Hello, hello. Alrighty. Yeah, let's end this right here. It looks like decent damage. Chimera, Chimera, Chimera. Tomorrow is reset day, and as is tradition, of course I'm gonna do it on the last day. And yeah, they've changed quite a few things. I don't know, I don't feel that great about this nerf. I don't think it's a nerf. But hey, I might be wrong there. Faction Wars... I've attempted already. I actually haven't gotten the extra keys, so maybe I quickly run that. The 3 extra keys. The only reason for doing Tag Arena. Not 3, but like 6 keys, but they allow for 1 extra run basically. Volcanos. Volcanos is annoying, isn't he? Quite annoying. Quite annoying. Okay, what's happening here? Mariska is such a great champion. So happy I pulled her finally. For years and years. I mean, I also, hopefully, someday I can pull Taras as well. I have a 5-star soul waiting for him. Mariska, unfortunately, did not have anything. Hey King, how's it going? Petrifying everyone left and right. Alright, this one's done. Actually, I've won all 3. That's not very usual. Buff removal. This guy is also very annoying, Galathir. You know the most interesting thing, guys, recently? A lot of the mythicals, obviously, I have no idea what their kit does. But because of Faction Wars Hard, because we're fighting these mythicals basically with every faction in the later stages, I'm finally learning their kits. The mutually assured sheep. You sheep me, I sheep you back. That's what raid has become. And the revive back. Marichka with a nuker is just so funny. We won that fight literally just because of Marichka, because she revived everybody after dying. That's just a crazy good passive, isn't it? Also, this guy, like on the Faction Wars hard waves, he hits so ridiculously hard. It's not even funny. Of course, he's an HP based nuker, and HP based nukers because they take them to like level 300 or something, so of course they hit ridiculously hard. That wasn't even close. Okay, 2 more. I have both Chimera keys to do. I'll start off with the Ultra Nightmare key. It's gonna be the more tricky one, and then we can jump into Nightmare a bit later. What does this guy do? He's also on one of the waves, but I find him relatively easy to kill, so I haven't. He's one of the fewer champions who I haven't bothered to learn the kit. Kill him! Nice. The Faction Unity guy from the Skinwalkers. The Faction Unity guy from the Shadowkin is very annoying to deal with, as well as the Orc guy. They both hit so hard. It's crazy. I finally have a counter for this guy. I used to hate him. But Marichka obviously is a counter because of the bombs. I really struggle against this guy. Forgetting his name. What's he called? This mythical, this one. The bomb mythical. Commodus, that's his name. Commodus. Yes. I find him very annoying. I'm also waiting to send Marichka's boots. Like, I've basically re-rolled that 6 or 7 times already. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten speed, which is very annoying. But this one we lose, unfortunately. That's fine. We won 2. We're coming out on top. 1 more to go. 1 more to go, and then maybe I'll quickly check Faction Wars hard. I did a couple of stages earlier today. I'm a little bit stuck on the boss for High Elves, like the final boss. It's just one of the more difficult of the bosses to do. The most difficult one is the one who gets back all his HP swap boss. By far the most annoying. Harima is so frustrating to deal with as a demon spawn champion for sure. But there Harima dies, but then I get stunned. And Harima's back. And we're dead. Come on, give me 2 more wins. 2 more wins. Let's go. Okay, Queen starts off. I also need to do masteries for my Queen of Hearts. I'm actually waiting for the promised Minotaur event, the Super Raids, to do masteries on a couple of guys. Queen of Hearts is one of them. Maybe I shouldn't wait. But then again, there's so much going on with the fusion and whatnot, so it's fine. No. Armands. Okay, we're losing this one. Can we win the last one? No, of course not. All about the speed. Maybe there's a chance. Elhain needs to take a turn. Please, Elhain, will you? Oof! No! Now Arbiter's gonna revive, but she's locked out. There's Wukong, never mind. And Arbiter has gotten back. She gets back so quickly to her abilities. And there's the Swift Parry. Who uses Swift Parry? Okay. I guess it's still a mid-winning move. Occasionally, and that's what's happening here. Alright. We've gotten this. Let me have a quick glance at Faction Wars. So Bannerlords. Yeah, I did this stage earlier today. What is the next one? Extra turn 5 times. Oof, this is the tough one. Yeah, this guy hits so damn hard. I find him very difficult to deal with. Extra turn 5 times. I mean, Marichka can do that. I don't know if I have the damage. And I guess Titus will help here. But Titus helps in longer fights, I believe. So he will not help me here. No harm in trying. What's the worst that can happen? I'm gonna get embarrassed. Right. Okay. So, I mean, no use starting off with A2 or A3. So let's start off hopefully with a decent ally attack. Not a decent ally attack. Cethalia is not what we want from the ally attack. That's for sure. Quintus is so useless. He doesn't even hit hard. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't even have a booster for this faction. Unfortunately. Yeah, see? Doesn't hit that hard. Neither does this guy. There's the one. No extra turn. Why was there no extra turn? Only if the buff is removed, I believe. That's conditional extra turn. Okay, maybe I need to bring in Giscard. He's my only control. Who do I go after? The Reviver, probably. And then who do I give this to? Him? And then I go after... I mean, the thing is that This guy, Lazarius, also revives. But it's better to get rid of this guy. Now he will revive. Not the reviver, hopefully. I got locked out. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna die on the third wave. I just don't have the damage, I'm pretty sure. And what is this? What is this bug? This is so frustrating. Especially in longer fights. Right now, this guy died. I can check from here. But you don't know the HP. This is so frustrating in some of the waves. Crixia in one of the waves earlier today, or was it yesterday? She was so frustrating to deal with. Because you can't see the HP bar. You can't see easily what buffs, debuffs she has. Of course, you have to go here for buff, debuffs. But HP bar you can't see. You don't know how far the person is from dying. What kind of weird design is that? I mean, of course it's a bug, but it's a bug that they are not in any hurry to fix for sure. Okay, who do I go after? She has a chance to block revive, so definitely her. Actually, I should have A3'd there. I should have A3'd there. Because now they might get a turn before. Yeah, exactly. That will happen. Oh, that's not good. I actually want someone to put a poison on me right now. Nope, I am dead. Oh, he survived. How did he survive that? How did he survive that nuke? Okay, now I can remove all this and get enfeebled, obviously. I'm very surprised that he survived that. It's even weak affinity. I should have actually given the A2 over there. So we do this. I mean, I know that she's on lockdown right now, so she's not gonna go for the block revive skill. Can't Quintus have gone for the ally attack there? Seriously? Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So extra turn we get only when if debuffs were removed. That's why we didn't get an extra turn. So I'll just do it. I don't think we're satisfying this condition. It has happened only twice. Oh my god, kill her already. There's the extra turn from the Relentless proc. Hey, Mr. Freak. I am doing quite well. How about yourself? Are you enjoying the new Chimera? Let's go after Marius to get rid of the damage, or at least... So now I think we should be able to get one extra turn. When Marichka... Or extra turn, that is. Because there's enough debuffs to remove. Marichka, take a turn, please. Yes. There's gonna be the extra turn. And heal up. Let's kill him. So, there's a chance. I mean, my intuition is that I'm just gonna die on the last wave. Like, I'm not even gonna clear it. But if I somehow manage to clear it, I think there's a chance I can 3-star. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. So on the next wave, is there a way that I can get like poison or burn on my team? So that Marichka puts up the block damage? Ooh, there's Supreme Gaelic, isn't there? And Supreme Gaelic does put out burns, right? The question is, will he go before? So I need to do this to get the strengthen up, otherwise I'm just dying, I know that. And I also need to do this in order to decrease the turn meter, so I can have a chance of getting a turn. And I need to go after, I mean, this guy normally, but there's also the reviver, right? I'll just start off with the A3, which tickled them basically. A3, yeah, that was nothing. Put the burn up. Gaelic, but Gaelic goes last obviously, because why won't he? I mean, I could have triggered him by putting a crowd control, but I don't have crowd control in this team. Yeah. Now I kind of want Marichka to die. Everybody come back except Marichka. Now he comes in when the Marichka is dead. Yeah, I should have started out with the crowd control. Yep, that's what I was worried about. That's exactly what I was worried about. I need crowd control. Okay, I'll try this later. Let's jump into the Chimera. That's what I wanted to do anyways. Let's go. Okay, so changes to the Chimera. Currently, there's a couple of things I want to change around. Likely, I want to play around removing Paragon and bringing back Helicat that I've showcased in one of my videos in the past. And that's because on the Lion form, now a couple of trials might be doable. Especially that taking damage on the shield because the Lion form hits hard. This Viper Lion is right here. So this one. This one might be doable. Yeah. And then even this one, right? So these two would be doable, but then I would be missing out on the decrease attack, which I would be then missing out some trials. Another change I've made is to Paragon's build a little bit. I've put him on Merciless and Toxic to be able to put enough poisons, enough debuffs to do one of those last trials on the Viper form. So this build, let's see. This is not rightly ascended, but we'll find out. The other thing I've done is Lydia. Lydia is at 5-star, so not ideal, but I've moved her to this Nature's Bounty so that she can put True Fear instead of Fear. Because to be honest, the change that they've made is useless with Fear. Because with Fear, like my nuker, any good nuker does enough damage that 10% of that number or 25% of that number, same thing. Your nuker is dying. So it needs to be True Fear. But even at 6-star, the chance is 60%. But I have it at 5, so 45%. We'll see how that goes. Hey, Lucis. I'm doing well. How about yourself? We got the new relic that increases the burn damage. Wonder if it's better than Crown on Ninja. I have not, but it would definitely. I can tell you right now, it won't be. Ninja's damage doesn't come from burns, especially in the. Okay, so if you're early game, mid game, maybe burn is your main source of damage, but later on, burn is not the main source of damage. And the Crown relic definitely allows more damage to you. Hey, Sebastian. How is life? Okay, so this is Ultra Nightmare, right? So I selected the right difficulty. I did. Okay, let's jump in. Let's jump in. Okay, so let's start off with the A2. And he will remove stuff right now, so I'll just do A1. That's also the thing. I got a Chrono Cube relic. It's my only mythical relic that I've gotten ever. And I've given that to Arbice just because I use her so many places. And it's a great relic in Live Arena, because I can start off with the A3 from Arbice and then immediately do the A2 to try to remove some of the buffs. But it does also come in handy in this fight, for sure. Okay, let's go with the nuke then. Decrease attack, because why not? Block buffs, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, why am I running this manual right now? I can just auto. I can take over around turn 4. Okay. Turn 2. 10 mil. Not bad, not bad. I'm a bit worried on the RAM form. I had it figured out, but now it's all gonna go out of whack. But let's see. I might be wrong there. I've seen some of the CCs to post videos about the event dungeon boss nerf. Is that changed live already? Because I'm trying stuff and still failing. Yes, that change is live. My video should also be coming out shortly about the teams that I have made. Oh, I did not take over in time. You guys distracted me. Will it still be fine? Let's see. Probably not. Chrono Cube, come on. Come on, proc. No. No. Yeah, it's probably not fine. What? Hey, why is Sebastian sad? What's up? Yeah. That was not good. Let's give this for now. A1. Let's revive her. Did she reflect back the decreased speed already? Yes, she did. Okay, that's good. And I'll hold on the leech for now. I'll also hold on the other debuffs because I want to get the increased accuracy first. Yeah, this is the other problem. Because they increase the accuracy on the ram form, right? So my Lydia, even Elva, they're built with quite high accuracy for PvP, but now they are also getting the debuffs, which is not good. So I don't know, guys. I don't know about this nerf. Yeah. Increased accuracy is definitely up. I can remove this. But yeah, it's falling a little bit in chaos compared to a very standard run that I used to have. So let's land fear, because the idea was that here everybody would get stunned except for Lydia and Elva, and then Lydia would counterattack and throw the fear back. But that's obviously not helping anymore. Because okay, so increased accuracy is not up. I think I'll take one more turn before this. I really like the changes on the ram form, but I'm very careful now against the lion. How do you like the changes against the ram form? That's the thing. I don't think the changes are enough. Because unless you're using true fear, but there are very few champions who can do good true fear. You know? Very careful against the lion. Yeah, I get that. But now I will put this so he targets me. But yeah, I used to be able to do 5 trials at this stage, which obviously I'm not able to do anymore. I mean, I'll have to adjust things and maybe will be able to do. Did they change the decreased resistance on the ram form? I was doing it no problem the entire time and now I can't do it. I don't think so. I don't think it's immune to decreased resistance. The thing is that they increased its accuracy. So resisting debuffs from the ram form has become much more difficult now. Yeah, the fear thing I haven't been able to do yet. Yeah, see, that's 45% chance is a bit too low in my book. You meant lion form? I don't think they've changed that. At least they didn't say that. Fear, please. True fear, perfect. Okay, so this... Wait, what? Because it procced, it went away. It went away. No. How did Marius not lose health there? There was no fear, no true fear. I had unkillable, so I would have thought that he would go down to 1 HP. Was that because of leech? But previously when I've had leech on, it didn't hit like that. What? The fear got thrown back in my face. That's what happened over there, because it was the first. But yeah, this was not ideal. This was not ideal. Maybe I restart. I think I restarted, because also going into the ram form, I was not careful. I was looking at chat too much and I was not prepared. So I'll do that right now. The decrease resistance trial on the ram form. Yeah, I'm not aware if they changed anything. The lion form now sucks. As many times before playing went overboard and now they're not. Yeah. That's what I suspected as much. I'm gonna get to the lion form in a bit. But yeah, that's what I suspected will happen. because they have a tendency of going overboard with this. I need to be careful. I don't want to ignore you guys, but I need to be careful. Around turn 4, I need to take control. Okay, turn 3. Okay, around about now should be fine. Right, now we can smack, no problem. Yeah, I probably need to build a lot more resistance now into Lydia, which I'm not a huge fan of. Her build is already quite hard, because I need to I've built her for damage, and then I have to build her accuracy into her and resistance. It's not ideal. Let's just say that. This is not back. Okay, I even looking at it, maybe I messed up, because she's not back in time and she's gonna die. Same thing is gonna happen. Okay, let's revive. Don't die, please. Thank you. That one gets thrown back, unfortunately. I'll do this for now. Give this. And I believe I have to do this, otherwise I get stunned and everything, which happened last time. I will wait for a turn. These 2 buffs. I will put the fear on, because I can't get to the decreased defense right now. But at least we can do the fear. Okay, so we can do the fear trial at least. Good. Now decrease attack. Got resisted, obviously. Why would it not get resisted? There's the stun. There's the true fear this time round, but it obviously got washed away. Don't die. Okay, half health. It's probably because defense down was not in yet. Because this ability is not back yet. Interesting. This is a stun ability. I'll do this. Defense down and decrease speed is on. And this trial will be done. Perfect. Okay, this one I need the increase accuracy, which is on right now. So debuffs are starting to flow in. There's 2 more. 1 more to go. Poison maybe? Yes. Perfect. Okay, and then this trial as well I was able to do usually. This one I'll try the next round. The dual bar, now that it's half, maybe it's doable. Maybe, just maybe. That's 2 more debuffs. Maybe I won't be able to. Yeah, okay, next turn. We can try for that one. Okay, let's run auto now. Even after the nerf, I still see Seer in almost every team. Wish I had one to farm stage 30 somehow. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. You need to nuke the wave, otherwise it's gonna give you trouble. One other thing you can do if you don't have a Seer, if you don't have an easy way to nuke the wave, is if you did the Fabian fusion, try to just control the wave. Like decrease their skill cooldowns, especially for Volcanos, because Volcanos is the most difficult to kill. Volcanos has on his A2, there's a passive ability on his A2 where if his kills are not on cooldown, he takes half damage. So if you can put his skills on cooldown, then with defense down weaken, there's a higher chance that you can actually nuke him down. Okay, so he's about to convert. I can smack him one last time. Do I put this on actually? No, not yet. Not yet. I will also save the leech. Let's just go with the A1 for now. Does he take damage from the poisons as he's converting? Probably not. I didn't see anything there. There's the lion. A1. Okay, so we need to get the leech out. This. Okay. What do I do here then? Put more debuffs. I need 6 debuffs, right? Or yeah, 6 debuffs. There's 5. And then this should make it 7. So we are all set. Defense up, and we can smack to do the trial. Perfect. Okay. So this one, what you're talking about, Lucis, right? The decreased resistance trial, it's still there. I don't know if the number was 10 or not before. To be honest, I never had decreased resistance in any of my champs, so I've never done this trial. Okay, let's put this on. And now we will just try to do A1s from Marius to be able to attempt the non-max HP hit trial. I normally am not able to do it on the same round, but I am able to do it on the next one very often. Lion is hitting much harder. I can see that already. Like, my champs are built really well, and yet he's really smacking them. Defense up, and I will not smack. I will A1. This ability. Reset. Wait, what? Why did it reset on turn 19? Should have reset earlier. That's not fun. Then there's no way I'm doing it, so I'll just smack. Yeah, I'm doing it next round, hopefully. I think before it was any debuff, and now it's unique debuff. Ah, really? No, it doesn't say unique. It still says debuffs. Tried what you just said on stage 26. Wukong killed ads and the boss nuked me down. Yeah, oh, of course you need to have. You asked me about the problem, how to kill the ads. Because that's what Seer does. That's the solution to kill the waves. Kill the ads. How to kill the boss? Or how to survive the boss? That's a different animal. You need to have some tanky champions in there. And of course with the changes, now they don't need to be asked, like, did you see that hit? Oh my god. That was crazy. Yeah, he's hitting much harder. Much harder. The trouble is, with the defense down, she's dying next round as well. Yeah, she's dying right now. And maybe even Marius, because his health is low. No, Marius survived. Wow. Nerf, they said. That was not a nerf. The description is the same, but I'm sure it changed. I never changed my team. Okay, okay. If so, then that needs to be reported. Because that definitely is a bug. Because either then they should change the description of what it says. But they're known to do that. Like this relic. The reflect relic that we have. The, what is it called? Volcanon's Heart. Here, when your champion is not on 0 HP. So, as per their explanation, the damage gets reflected or it starts counting when the HP is at 0. But you see this pop up? That in blue it said reflect damage just now. Why is it saying that if the damage is not getting reflected back? So they do this kind of stuff quite often, and it's quite annoying, if you ask me. Yeah. Just 1 second, guys. I need to step out for just a second. I'll be back. Alright, back. Okay, so we are at turn 23. Getting close to the Viper. There's still a couple of turns, which means it's fine putting out some of the buffs. This one, yeah, why not? Why not? I'll try to avoid the block debuffs, but other than that, even if he takes over, Marius can nuke it down. Turn 24. Just A1 now. And Marius can still nuke. That's fine. Because in order to do the trials, it will take a little bit of setup after converting. So no need to have Marius waiting that long with his nuke. Yeah, we have no buffs for you to steal. He doesn't steal the continuous heals. He's a good boy. I'll do this first so Marius can do one of the trials, hopefully. Cleanse. Leech is not needed on the first one, it's needed on the second one, right? Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to have it out there. This, and then Nuke should do the first 2 trials. Oh, just one. What? Block active skills got resisted? I didn't see. Oh my god, that's gonna be annoying. I didn't see that. And I'm putting more debuffs, which he's gonna throw in my face. No. Why did it have to get resisted? all the buffs, all the debuffs in my face. Just because of one bad resist. I'll save for one turn. Let's try to get this out there now. Finally. That was a bad resist. I guess we're smacking to do the first trial. This has not been a good run so far. Didn't even complete that. Are you kidding me? Okay, finally that one's gotten done. This is about to run out. Block Puffs is about to run out anyhow. So it would not matter. Yeah, Block Puffs is out, but can I do the other one? Yeah, I can do the other one. Yeah, this one I'm lacking. Wait, even with Paragon's Poisons, we've done 50. It's not enough. Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. %3 should get deleted in PvE. I agree. I agree. That would be lovely indeed. Because that completely messed things up there. Of course, it decreased the damage as well as the number of trials. This run is going horribly so far. And yeah, the RAM farm I will need to adjust, obviously. But I don't necessarily think it's a big nerf that they've done. Just because the change that they've done only applies to True Fear, and there are very few True Fear champions. I'm actually thinking of bringing in my Mashald. I actually have a 6-star Solar Mashald, and he's my main damage for Undead Hordes. I'm thinking he's gonna be actually quite good here. He also puts the leech. He provides heals and such as well. Maybe I bring him in, because he can also provide the True Fear. Obviously, the other issue is that even if you have True Fear out there, when the fear is procced on the boss, he removes it. So it doesn't matter if you have the fear on for 2 turns, 15 turns, doesn't matter. He takes it off. He's gonna go for the main remove buffs ability, so I'll wait for a turn. Take a turn already. Go on. Thank you. Yeah, we need to have the block buffs on. The thing is, the 3%, I don't get the logic. So for PvP, I get it. Because even against all odds, you want to give a chance to come out on top. That's why it exists. In PvE, I don't really get it. Okay, so what's the trial setup like? I need to put some debuffs and buffs, so this should be relatively simple, and then we can get on to this last one, hopefully in time. And I'm gonna attempt this one. I need to be careful that I lodge the stone skin in time. Ah, no! No. I was late. No, I mistimed it. Damn it. I mistimed it. Don't die. Of course you're dying. Okay, that one's done at least. There's a true fear. Can we resist 4? They also have changed this, right? This used to be 8 stun debuffs previously on Ultra Nightmare. So they've definitely changed that. That's A1 for now. Yeah, this one I really wanted to attempt. Maybe we can try it on the Nightmare difficulty. Let's try to go for the fear once again. At this point, I'm not sure if changing Lydia's Blessing was worth it. Because it's a very low chance. 45%. No, that was not good. That was not good because he got stunned. He couldn't give the... unkillable. Oh, somehow miraculously survives. Let's put the leech out. Maybe the leech heals. Last time we saw that. Paragon, thank you. Now Marius can hit finally. And he's gonna go for that now. So I have block debuffs on, which is great. No. That was bad. Because now there's a chance he won't take a turn. Meaning he's not gonna do this. Okay, I am off my game today. So there you saw that. There he healed because of the leech, because of course it's true fear. But last round, true fear wasn't even on, and yet Marius healed himself. I didn't get that. I really didn't get that. Okay, did I resist? Nice. Okay, this gets done. Okay, things are turning around, but now I have one turn to get rid of my buffs. Did you see that? There was only leech, no true fear or anything. Is it because it's on cooldown, that ability? It is on a 5-turn cooldown. I think previously it was 4-turn. Did they say that? Maybe, who knows? Hello, Lele Punjer. What advice would you give me to make a 1-key clan boss team? I'm wondering which champion to use, Fane or Frozen Banshee. I personally use Banshee. I'm a fan of her. I think she just allows you to do the poison stacking much easier. I know that Fane can be quite nice as well, but Fane is more stats heavy. She requires you to build her, or rather her build is much more difficult. So I would suggest building out Frozen Banshee if you can. Like, stacking that poisons is one of the best ways to do damage to the Demon Lord. And of course you want to get the 1 key as soon as you can, because that's the key to... That's the one huge key starting out in the game. It unlocks so many shards, books, and whatnot. And potions. So many potions. People underestimate this, but potions and brews, both of those things, are such a valuable reward out of the clan boss. Like, I've never had to farm potion keep for a long time. And I've done so many fusions, I've built so many champions. You just don't think about it, but it is. But of course it's not the main thing. The main thing is the shards and the books. I would say it depends on who else you have, of course. But between the two, Banshee is easier to build. You just need to build her tanky and with enough accuracy, that's it. And of course, the higher the speed, the better. Let's put the decrease attack. He's gonna nuke right now. I have too many buffs on her. She lost some, which is good. Okay, so for the upcoming lion form, now we are exclusively targeting this trial. I have been able to do it almost every time. Now with just doing A1s from Marius, let's see if that changes. I'll wait one turn because the defense down is not on, and it decreases the damage for sure. Because despite the ignore defense and everything, Ultra Nightmare, Chimera's defense is still quite high. So it's very useful. Might be less relevant when we have the area bonuses unlocked. For sure. Okay, so we're about to go in the form. I will get myself increased defense because when he turns, I can also hit a bit harder, hopefully. He turns and we get hopefully a 200k hit. 144. Because the defense down is not there yet. I actually will not do this yet because Marius is a bit low. That's the thing I never had to worry about previously. A1. We do this. I will even put this on. Defense down, finally. Now I can do this. Fine. True Fear. Are you kidding me? 316. That's what he hits for with all those buffs. Of course. Wow. Did you see that damage? Nerf, they said. The stupid thing is that this trial obviously is difficult if you're using max HP nukers. It's especially difficult because you have to do it within 3 turns, obviously. And you have this additional thing that your champions need to be under 5 unique buffs. Another stupid, annoying thing. My team is Geomancer, Alice, Rector, Supreme Gillick, and Frozen Banshee or Fane. Yeah, Banshee is a good setup there. Yeah, Fane is generally very difficult to build. Keep alive. Yeah, this is not gonna get done. Yeah, he's hitting incredibly hard now. It's gonna get reset again. Yeah, I'm nowhere close. Yeah, I think I'm losing out on those 2 trials because it reset. Yeah, I'll just nuke then. Yeah, I never had to worry about losing any champions during the lion form, but that's one additional worry. It's not like the ram worry has gone away, so I don't know. I don't call this a nerf. I'm sorry, Plarium. It's a change for sure. It's not a nerf. Well, oh my god. Through all of that. Did he hit through unkillable as well? I thought I had unkillable on. Does he ignore unkillable? I forget what the Hunter's Gaze does. Maybe that's one of the things it does. Yeah. Unfortunately, losing out on those 2 trials. Okay, I'm new to the game. Ah, hey Manol. Nice. I thought you were already a player. But nice. I mean, Oh, he knows my Discord. He's actually the one behind the editing and the videos that you've been seeing for the last few months. The amazing thumbnails and such that he's been doing. And of course, editing. Glad to see that you're picking up the game, playing as well. But yeah, Banshee is definitely really good. What am I doing here? Let's do this. Always played esports titles, but recently started playing Raid, and I really like it. Much more relaxing. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I also come from a background of other games, in primarily Age of Empires. That's what I played previously. I still play it. I don't play it as much. And a lot of RPGs. Raid is definitely chill, but you have to be careful. It's also highly addictive. Next thing you know, you're making videos on it. And you're spending money on it. You have to be careful. It can be really fun. At the start, like when I first started, one of the things that really used to bother me is the fact that this button exists right here, auto. I'm playing a game. I want to play the game. Why do people play things on auto? I just didn't understand that. And then, of course, this is a game that is made to be played on auto. The main fun behind the game is around building the teams, the whole team building aspect, strategizing aspect. And the actual run, you want it to go auto because you want to do it 15,000 times. So that was initially very difficult for me to understand. Why would somebody want to play that? Still is sometimes. Especially like one-off things like the cursory rotations, the Amius fight, which is like once a month. Some of the Doom Tower bosses, which come rarely. Even the Chimera fight, which is once a week. So there are certain weeks, obviously, I would like to full auto it, and I do. But generally, I don't mind manualing these fights, which happen. So of course, I'm not gonna manual 1500 runs of the Fire Knight farming or the Corrosa farming, but once a week fights or such, I actually like being able to play that out. Because that's the game, right? I find that relaxing part quite funny. I can see that. It is much more relaxing if you come from a background of something more intense like RTS, for example. It's definitely much more relaxing, for sure. Been playing for around 2-3 months. Okay. The thing is with this game, another thing is that the longer you play, the better your account becomes, and then it becomes more fun. A lot of players do the free-to-play challenge. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would ever do that. I get the thrill behind it because it's like a forced challenge. With the many games, a lot of players do these forced challenges. They're called Nuzlocks. So it's kind of like a Nuzlock. But this is a game which basically it captivates you to play for a long time. And then starting from scratch, and I've seen this on the Hell Hades challenges, for example, which they do every year. A lot of people pick up the game for the challenge. They'll play it for 4 months and then they'll give up because it's up. At the start, it might be worth doing for a bit, but after that initial thrill is over, you're not gonna have fun with that account. You would rather play your own account, you know? So I can't pick up a new account knowing that in 4 months I'm not gonna be playing that account, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not even focusing on what's happening here. Let's remove the debuffs. For this trial, right? So I need to put, now that the block active skills is out, need to put out, how many is it? 10? How many do I have? 3, 6, 8. 2 more. This should do it. Is that 10 now? 3. No, it's 9. One more. Is it 10 now? 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, it is 10. Okay. Then I will... Thing is, he's gonna remove my buffs. No use putting the taunt up. No! Marius was too slow. Why were you too slow, Marius? It was the perfect setup. It was the perfect setup. We could have gotten that 13 trial in. I mean, I missed out on 2 trials, so could have gotten 15, but my damage definitely lacking. I usually get around 200 mil. And this is nowhere close. Can you revive Elva, please? Thank you. I'm still remembering my manualing Hydra 6 hours a week. Yeah, that was a chore, wasn't it? The thing with Hydra is like, it's 3 fights, right? It's once a week, yes. There's 3 fights. And they're longer fights, so you can run parts of it manual, parts of it auto. I mean, that's how people did it. That's what happens at the start. Of course, you're manualing more because the champions are weaker. And this game is about the gear you have. The main thing in this game is the gear. It's not the champs. I faced so many Krakens in Arena who have amazing champions. They've spent so much money to get all those champions, but they're so easy to beat because they do not have the gear to back it up. And gear you can't buy with my, you technically you can, on paper you can, because they do sell gear packs and they do sell energy, but it's much more difficult. And playing this game, for the longer you play, the better gear you have, and then that makes everything easier. Really annoys me how much time I have to spend in the Minotaur just to farm masteries. Even on auto, even with the multi-battle, I don't get why it has to take 4 hours of my life. Yeah, that's freaking annoying. And the only reason for that is so that they can make money off of gems. That's literally the only reason. They're throwing us a bone now, also very hesitantly, because they're not putting it on full time. They're putting it on as an event, is what they've said, right? Because it makes the money. Gems make the money. It's also rough in the beginning because you don't have any champions, no supports, no nuke. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of luck involved. But the thing is that they give you enough champions for free in this game that even if you have the worst luck on earth, you will still have a decent roster if you just keep playing for 6 months or so. Like, there's some very good champions, like Seal of the Drakes, for example, that you get at 6 months, I believe. She's really good. She's one of the best carries that there is. Vizix is pretty good. And then there are some really bad ones as well. What's her name? The Orc Reviver. Shaman. She's a horrible champion that they give you at the start. But then there are not, these days, so many of these promo codes, right? To start your game with quite a good champion, right? Like even my promo code has Narma, which in the end game you're not going to be using that champion much, but early game he's a very good clan boss champion. Then there's Karato. I think there's a promo code to get what's her name, one of the best supports in the game. There's so many champions, I keep forgetting the name now. Where is he? She's Tuhana Rock, one of the best supports out there. You can start out the game with her. Oof, we won the game. I was very lucky in my first week. I actually pulled this guy right here, and he's carried me hard. He's such a good champion. Really, really good champion. But then again, when I started the game, I was not following any YouTube, any guides or anything, so I didn't know what was what. I also was not knowing what food is and such. I remember I fed in one of my first weeks. I fed. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? No, she's not a dark elf. She's an orc. Can you believe it? My first weeks, in order to rank up my Elhain, I fed Seer because I didn't know that she was so good. Then it took me months to get another Seer when I realized how good she is. Yeah, that was annoying. Okay. Okay, so the first Chimera key is done. My assessment after doing this, the first key is that I would not call this a nerf. I would call it a change. It's not a nerf. Lion form hits incredibly hard, exactly as I anticipated. That's the video I put out the day they announced it. And yeah, I think I was right. It is hitting incredibly hard. And it's not just the hits, it's all the mechanics, the defense down that he puts out, which you cannot block or resist. And he can spread it over your team. And the defense ignore mechanic as well. So just extremely frustrating. Let's play some live arena before I jump into the next difficulty. Is the new login champion any good? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna test her when I get her. Also, like delay getting her for the champion chase for the points. I have delayed my Lemonisi chase for a couple of days, so now I'm on track to get her on Friday. But from her kit, it doesn't look like she's gonna be that good. But then I am assessing right now from my account level. I'll have to read her kit again to see if she's gonna be actually helpful for someone earlier in the game. I can check after the fight. I have no luck with shard pulls. The only cool champion you cannot say you don't have luck with shard pulls if you've pulled a Geomancer. You won the game if you pulled a Geomancer. Geomancer is amazing. Really good. I remember back when I started, and this is a while back, the Geomancer got so popular that they did a guaranteed event for Geomancer for, I believe it was 40 ancients. And yeah, I went for it. I saved each and every shard. I pulled Geomancer from that, and I was so happy. He was my main damage dealer for a long time. What do we have here? Empress is gone. Queen, probably. Yeah, let's pick Queen. Can I snipe? Of course you can snipe loses. If you want to lose badly, then don't snipe me. Snipe someone else. If you want to win, then yes, snipe me. So I don't think I'm anywhere close to your account level. I fed Karato. That's fine. Karato is not that great. I would take a Seer over 3 Karatos. I mean, of course, you should not be feeding a legendary champion. Don't get me wrong. But in comparison, that's fine. He doesn't compare. I don't go for the nuke now, do I? No, I don't. Go for this. Why couldn't you survive? So this is something I've been thinking. I need to reduce the amount of damage I have on my Carnage, because very often he kills people with just one hit, and I want him to hit twice, ideally thrice. The problem is, if I do that, then he's not as good anymore in PvE, which I want to use him in PvE as well. Because there, if I didn't kill him in one hit, then block active skills would also spread, which means Siegfried would not have killed me right now. Okay. These two. Don't you think Chrono Cube on Armand is more broken, or even Queen of Hearts? The thing is with Armands, I'm using Armands less and less in the arena because the sheep meta is getting out, and Armands. The thing is that the wand is so popular now in arena that very often Armands will just get things thrown back at him. So even if I put the Chrono Cube on him, he's just gonna spend most of the time being sheeped or stunned. And the other thing is, Queen of Hearts, yes, I can see that because you can remove the buffs and then ally attack. The thing is that I also use Arbais a lot more in PvE, and that's why I have it on her. I know there are a lot of players who rank PvE very low. I'm not one of those people. PvP is good, but PvE is the most part of the game. You know? Like, I put out this video about Marius's build, and I basically tested all like 3 different builds on him. Not Relentless. Slayer, Merciless, and Lethal. And for most of PvE, Slayer is by far the best when it comes to damage. But even there, in the comments, there are a lot of people like, oh, the best build is Savage. Yes, it is, but only for PvP. And PvP is a very small part of the game. You're sacrificing a lot of damage. People say, no, we can achieve pure damage with Savage. No, you can't. You're lacking damage if you're using... what is this team? Did I lose 3 in a... I just won the last fight. Why am I getting a bot team? Or at least looks like a bot team. Am I insulting this guy by saying that? He's picking very... underused champions. Okay, she's built quite fast. Interesting. Okay, this guy is gonna prove me wrong. He's gonna... Wow, he's gonna kill me with very unusual team. Yeah. Wow. I'm impressed already, even if you lose. Because now he's gonna go into bombs, and yeah, I think I'm dead. Because the counterattack because of the stone skin doesn't even kill. And yeah, I'm dead. Wow. That's really good. He built her extremely fast. If I convert, I'm dead. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm dead. What does he do? She just boosts, right? So why bring her instead of any other nuker? Now the only chance I win is if Carnage counterattacks both of them. And that would be funny. No. Okay, he didn't counterattack. So I just lose. Kills her, but she of course remains alive. No. Carnage counterattack and I will win. No! He got her ability back. Golden Reaper. That's intimidating. Wow. Okay. Lucis, you really think I have a chance against you if I lost to this team? It was just the speed, I think. What does she do? Golden Reaper, let me check. She is a Knight's Revenant, I believe. Where are you, Golden Reaper? There she is. Just 20%. It was just that he won the speed race, that's it. Yeah, there's nothing fancy about in her kit. And it's a pretty bad turn meter boost. Okay, I should be ashamed of losing to that. And I was saying that's a bot team. Oh my god. Ah. All right, so Lamasu is usually built really fast. I think I'm banning Lamasu because if she gets a turn, I think I'm dead. You lost to the Hired Blessing. Yeah, probably. Also because I think my Carnage... No, Carnage was there. Yeah, it was just a Blessing. Because I had a 3-star versus a 6-star. Lucis, what do you think about this? Like, recently, I've been noticing that I find it better that with Marius, I don't start with the A3, but directly start with the nuke with A2. Because very often when I've gone into A3, I just get the stun thrown back at me. And maybe this is also one of the things that you don't face because you use lethal and stone skin, so the stun doesn't get thrown back at you. Yeah, okay. I think I answered the question myself. You probably don't face this problem. Okay, now let's go. If he put the same gear on Arbiter, would have been faster. Yeah, I agree. So I don't get why. Probably because Arbiter has more likelihood of getting banned. That's the main thing I can think of. Or maybe he hasn't unlocked Arbiter. I mean, I know there are a lot of people. They're far into the game, they haven't unlocked Arbiter. I don't know why. What do you think of having 2 more bans before picking in Live Arena? It just increases the time taken, so I'm not a fan. We need to reduce the time taken, not increase it. I am a fan of adding in other kind of modes in there. Like one very, very cool mode would be, and I've made a video on this in the past, like borrowing the Battle Factory concept from Pokemon. Like, keep Live Arena as is, don't change that, because that's the money-making part. Whales basically go outspend each other. This game becomes less about skill and more about spending at a particular tier, or there's a threshold. If you don't spend, you're not gonna reach there, unless you've played the game for 15 years. Let's let it on. But I want to do the trials. So a Battle Factory concept, what that would mean is, if you've played Pokemon, you go into a Battle Factory and you get Pokemon which are standardized, so they will all be the same level, and then the stats obviously differ based on what Pokemon it is, but otherwise they will be pretty identical. And what you would do is you would battle using those rented Pokemon, essentially. In this case, rented champions. And that would be fun because that would allow people to use champions which they're never gonna get if they don't spend. Even if you spend, it's very unlikely that you get all the champions in the game, you know? So I think that could be fun, and it could standardize. There are 100 million ways of standardizing stuff. You could standardize levels, you can standardize the masteries and such. You can have like a one nuker build which always maxes the attack at, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000, whatever it is. Just as an experimental additional mode to the existing live arena. I think that could be very fun. Well-built champions might not die, and the accuracy might not be enough to strip. Yeah, I can see that. I just hit nice. He's way overtuned. I can see that. Marius is a very good counter to nice, though. Yeah, Marius is an amazing counter if you can unlock him. Nuke is not back. No. I filled up the debuff bar, haven't I? I can't put the fear on anymore. Let's give this and nuke away. There, because I didn't have the leech, Marius lost health, which he might not have lost otherwise. Now the leech is out there, right? So I should not lose health. What's happening here? Can somebody explain that to me? Previously, because leech was out there, I was healing and I would... Oh... I did that trial just by reviving, because revival puts 2 extra buffs. This game is frustrating sometimes. Let's put this on. We resist anything. We resisted 2. Okay, now it's 6 for Nightmare. I have too many buffs. Then again, it is the lower difficulty. Only if you can kill him in one shot so he transforms and put up the block damage, Marius is done. Yeah, of course, but a well-built Marius is nuking him in one hit. Unless it's not through Stone Skin. And even if not, Marius is still putting Enfeeble on him. Very likely, when he turns. Of course, Stone Skin is a counter to it, but then there are other counters to that. Stripping of the Stone Skin and whatnot. But in general, I mean, counters have counters as well, but in general, counters have counters as well. He's a good counter, Marius. So nice. Okay, line form is coming up shortly. Should take over actually. Actually, let's run it. That's okay. It's the lower difficulty. Maybe now. I still need... I still should do trials, right? But nice 2-turn block damage is just crazy with this passive. Well built, nice. Yeah, but it takes it takes time for him to go into that. He has to turn into form 2, and then he has to use the skill to be able to put the block damage on. The good chance Marius can actually kill him while he's transforming. But of course, this is a... You can debate this long time. Counters have counters. Yeah. So I believe I can have enough buffs, right? So I just need to put the increased defense. Even on Nightmare, he's hitting quite hard. Yeah, he's hitting quite hard. Fun, fun, fun. Ooh, very close, very close. Let's get this done. No, it will reset, won't it? Oh, not yet. One more turn. One more turn. Let's get it done. Nice. Talking of nice. Okay. I mean, I can let it auto from here, right? Now you should be able to nuke. Yeah, there's the other trial done. Perfect. It's all on the first shot. If it fails to kill, it's pretty done. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. First and second shot, right? If, for example, Marius gets the first turn, you can smack. And then the second hit comes in when Nice transforms. So there are 2 chances to kill. I have way too many buffs. Let's see if this... if they survive. Yeah, that's a lot of buffs. Yeah, he didn't hit that hard. I include them together. Yeah, that's a deadly combo. Is Nice your most used mythical champion, Lucis? I should get rid of buffs. If I was like a microsecond early, would have not put that on. But to be honest, she will run out of those buffs anyhow. At least I hope so. No, it's not okay. Galathier, okay. Yeah, I can certainly see that. He is so annoying. Is Mr. Galathier. Changing Lydia's Blessing doesn't do much help. I'm doing fine with less damage with Fear. It's not doing enough, but I also would not agree that I'm doing less damage with Fear, because with Fear, your champions are still dying. So one thing that has changed is now only my nuker dies. Previously, my Lydia, who's built for damage, she also used to get quite low if she didn't die. And that is not happening anymore. I am actually thinking of changing Lydia's Blessing back to Brimstone, to be honest. Okay, we need to now get debuffs. A lot of them. Thing is, Marius also needs to get back to his nuke, right? Okay, one more turn to go. Let's do this. And what I'm gonna do is I think it's enough buffs. What I need to do is, of course, I need to do this. And just to make sure Marius gets the turn, I will do this. Yeah, to do those two trials. Perfect. I'm gonna get everything thrown back at me. Yeah, I mean, I can't really put the block active skills right now. Throws back the divas first. Interesting. I don't have Marichka, so Galathir is my anchor. The all strategy. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, Marichka is so good. She's so good. Like I just pulled her a couple of weeks ago, and she's so amazing. I think they should have added snake form, take more damage from poison. Can't do that try like forever or toxic set. Yeah, I mean that's I didn't even try, but right now I've been trying with the toxic set with Lydia's poison sensitivity and this. And on Ultra Nightmare it's definitely not enough. On Nightmare it might be. Let's see when the next round comes, because it's cumulative, right? It doesn't go away. I mean, this round I didn't do much because I was focusing on other stuff. But next round I might be able to. We'll see. It's 14 trials already, which is great. Marichka is the best Lego support for PvP. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Even in PvE, I believe. Who else would rank right up there in PvE? I think she ranks, if she's not the best, then she's one of the best. I think she ranks up there. But the best of the best. Okay, I should be careful now. The RAM form is coming up. Okay, I'll attempt this now. This part. 5.9 million. That should be doable. That should be doable. Pina is the best support. Yeah. I can see that. I would still rank Marichka a little bit higher. But yeah, I can see the argument for that. I mean, to be honest, Arbas is also amazing in PvE. Also in PvP, but in PvP, her role. Why do I do this? I forgot again. No, why did I? Oh, this is because of reading chat, guys. This is. I was so ready to do this, but now, of course, I can't get it done. I mean, next turn round I can try, but that might not be enough time. I had to either put the unkillable on her, or I had to put the... what's the name? The stone skin. And this accuracy increase is nasty. It's nasty, nasty. Yeah, like this changing her blessing was not useful. Did she take this turn already? Yeah. Yeah, that was a useless. There's the true fear finally. And now Mari should heal because the true fear is on. This one also reset, unfortunately. Oh well. Did you test Unrock's buff second form damage in the test server? No, I don't have access to test server. So I did not, but I'm sure people did. You can probably find other videos of people who've done it. If there's someone in the chat who has an Unrock, they can also tell us how he's changed, if he's doing a significantly more damage or not. Yeah, that trial could have been. That trial was definitely doable. This one, potentially. Yeah, I might bring Helicath in. This one can be done. This one can be done then. And this one as well, 3 on the lion form. The damage is not the point, the turn meter boost is the core. Okay. Who's the next Lego that should get a buff? I think Mezomel needs another buff. She's still useless. There's the 3% once again, because why not? One sec, I need to turn off the camera for a sec. Garrel and the new dwarf, if you ask me. The new dwarf, is he really that bad? I remember when I read his kit the first time, the kit didn't sound terrible on paper. Or maybe I didn't read it properly. Well, do you have him? Like, what's the issue with him? Garrel, yeah, I can see that. Garrel is pretty terrible. On the Viper, or only the poisons one, right? I think I can just let it auto, right? I just need the cleanse to be available, otherwise it can get out of hand. Kit's good, but the damage is real bad. Okay. Yeah, I remember reading his kit and saying that no, the kit actually looks decent. But yeah, of course, I don't know about the damage. Can you explain ILL plus Necret combo in live arena? ILL is like hegemon for some reason. He goes first. I'll need to read his kit again. I forget. I can do that after this fight. Okay, so now what I'll try to do is try to stack poisons. Defense down weaken I'll keep. Leech and such I will not keep. And we'll just smack away. I'll get stun meter 10% for each buff he gets, so Necret 3. Ah, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Then let's just A1, stack poisons. The trouble is, I mean, I will do this to get the poison sensitivity. But now the debuff bar is full. Maybe I should not have used A3 with... I'll just use A1. Yeah, one more poison. Poison got thrown back at me. Why did poison get thrown back at me? Does he have a passive that throws back poisons? Does A1, does it throw back poisons? Because he's block active skill, so he cannot have used one of these abilities. It has to be his A1 or his passive. And this is about necrosis. Remove block active skills. Transfers all poisons to all enemies. Okay, at the start of the turn. Oh, damn. This is another reason on why this trial is so difficult to do. Because he throws back poisons every time he takes turn. It boosts him equivalent to 500 speed. Oh wow. Is it in the same ballpark as what's his name? The faction unity guy from the Lizardman. Teox. That's his name. Is it in the same ballpark as Teox? I think I'm not gonna get it because he's throwing poisons back and because I have toxic poisons, not even the 5%. Yeah, he threw back poisons again. Yeah, very, very unlikely. You need a proper poisoner, not a toxic set. Still, and even on Nightmare. Yeah, again he threw it back. 137. Yeah, this trial is still very difficult to do. Teox with debuffs. Yeah. Teox and Calvalax combo has been quite common recently as well. With the last turn, the poisons won't count anyway, right? So these poisons are useless. Yeah, they don't count. Okay. So that trial is might be doable if you bring in a proper poisoner. Maybe win that relic, the poison relic. I mean, of course, that's better used in PvP, but it doesn't hurt here. "14 trials could have been 16. And 15 could have been easily, but potentially could have been 16. But I think 15 is a good range, right? 16 and you get here. 50% ignore defense. And 10% crit rate. I think 15 is a safe boundary. You need Theodore. Okay. Theodore. There have to be more poisoners who can do that, no? Theodore obviously can do it. Can Mithrala do it actually? The thing is, Mithrala doesn't bring enough utility to justify a spot. She brings increased attack, increased defense, and cleanse, which is decent utility maybe in the mid game, early late game, but not later than that. If you want to do the trial, it's either Theodore or Ballard, new Sylvan. Okay. Alright. What is this team? 12 trials. Raka. Nice, this is done. Finally get... What do we get? This is the counter-attack one, I believe. Let's check. Yeah, 15% less damage. What would this be even useful on? Who counterattacks? PvP? Nice, I guess. Right? You could use this against Nice. Alright, what events are going on? Summon Rush, I think I got... No, I think I'm lacking a little bit to get the next fragments. How much am I lacking? Ooh, very little. 5340. 160 odd. I'm out of shards. This is not gonna do it. I either need to buy some shards or I pull mysteries. I mean, I could pull mysteries to be honest. Let's pull the 3 ancients. Why not? Epic. Bergoth. Bergoth the useless. That should be 60 points. I know it's not best value to pull ancients, but it was just 3. That should be... How many is it to pull now? I think I still need to pull 100. Yeah, exactly 100 shards. Space? No, of course I don't. I'm actually very much... I pulled Foley yesterday. I don't think he's used anywhere, right? So I pulled 2 Legos, Foley, and I pulled this guy, Matthias, who I've heard is extremely useless. Actually 3. Also Jag. This Summon Rush pulls have been very kind to me with pulling pretty shed Legos. I mean, I also got her, but that's a dupe. Yeah, I got these 4, basically. There was was the 1+1 extra Lego event, and then the 2 others I pulled. I wish they were better ones. You skipped the previous rush? No, I did both. I would skip some of the other events towards the end. But I do want to get this, so... Need to put some stuff in the vaults, I guess. Need to put some stuff in the vaults, I guess. Can I skip the champion chase because I did the extra summon rush and out of shards? Yeah, you can. Of course you can. You can still get some points on the champion chase because you should be saving to pull your epics, the fragment epics, when champion chase is live, and that way you can make some points for sure. A lot of these out of the vault because of faction wars. Did they get moved? I think they did. How do you guys like the new commission feature, by the way? Is it useful for anybody? I think it's decent to make space, right? Okay, how much room do I have now? Okay, decent. I'll have to still feed some stuff. Oh, I also need to do this. Let's actually have that run in the background. They put the 5-star soul for winning chase this week. What? Really? They are such greedy people. We're not getting a Titan event, so most people are not getting the soul just because they realize he's a good champion. But they did give it out for Fabian, who's also a very good champion. So I don't get it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think I'm to stop at 6. Let's put this into these guys. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. I like this feature, the instant upgrade to quickly feed all your crap 1-star and 2 stars. You can pull your mysteries quite quickly because of that. Perfect. 25 more fragments and some for champion training. Why not? 6100, that's not bad. The Corrosa event, I believe I finished. I mean, ideally I should get this, especially after the nerf. I mean, after the nerf, to be honest, I'm tempted to do stage 30, but for this tournament, 20 is still better. But I've been running this team, it's actually quite nice. I just put out a video on this using Tholin, but this team is also quite nice. No idea, bro, but the CC winning reward is for sure. Okay. I see. Why is Brogni not putting the shield after the reset? That's weird. Is that a preset thing? Let me check. What's happening there? No. Let's do this. Faction Wars, hard violet boss is way overtuned than the event boss. Boss is almost impossible to beat for the mission. Which one is the violet one? The one that heals after you almost kill him? If yes, then I agree. A lot of the bosses, like even with the Faction Wars ignore defense maxed out, you don't do enough damage. They're difficult. The only easy boss to beat is the one which puts the reflect damage. That one's actually nice. You have to be careful because you have to put block buffs on him. But at least he dies quickly. Is this worth rolling? Probably not. Probably not. I don't have many 6-star mythical ores. Not gonna waste that on a on a curing piece. I feel like the animations they haven't adjusted because after attacking she still waits. She gives time to the imaginary Ward of the Fallen minions to run in and do damage. Even though she doesn't have that blessing anymore. You near Polara? No, I'm quite far. I am struggling with lizards because I don't have a good damage dealer on lizards. My best damage is Ramantu or Venomage, to be honest. I don't have any good damage dealer on lizards, unfortunately. And the second one is Ogren, where I'm missing good support. Reviver mostly. And then there are certain stages with the no weak hits obviously is the more difficult one. Because you need voids or you need to put the affinity breaker. I've not gotten that desperate. I'll do it slowly. Polara doesn't sound as insane as Marius that you need to push very quickly. Like Marius is insane. So for him, yes, it makes sense to push hard. Her, not as much. I mean, maybe time will prove me wrong. Maybe she is just as insane. Ogren is the worst? Yes, it is. It really is. I mean, even with the high elves, I'm struggling on the final boss right now. Because I don't have good healing. I mean, to be honest, I could re-gear Arbiter. Right now, Arbiter's Arena, so she's just built for speed. Could re-gear her to be a little bit tanky. Maybe self-heal a little bit. Then I can do it. But right now, I'm struggling. Damage is not the problem. Sustainability, survival is the problem. With high elves for me. Where are you, Lucis? How close are you? Okay, let's check how many points do we have. What? Not next. No next milestone. How far is it? Don't have enough energy to be pushing for this though. I need to do the spider tourney tomorrow. Two, 5, 2, 2. So this one maybe I can collect. Would love to get this. Does it disappear tomorrow? I think it disappears, right? I know it doesn't. It stays. Okay, then I should be able to pick this up. Never mind. Okay. 700. Okay. I'm actually then higher than you. Right now I'm at 814. Bannerlords. I could attempt this one. So here I'm dying on the last wave. I tried this earlier today. I don't have enough control, I feel like. And not enough damage, I guess. Quintus doesn't hit hard enough. Unfortunately. To be honest, what I could do is I could re-gear Staltus. Because previously I've built Staltus for the dragon. But of course, with Marius, I don't need that anymore. So I could build him out to nuke. We'll have to change his masteries as well. But that could be one option. And of course, I'll probably need to book him. And because I have a 5-star blessing on him, means that it's probably gonna hit quite hard. Let's see, can I get a build on him? I don't re-gear for this one. Yeah, same, and that's the only reason that, like, I also have been quite lazy with re-gearing and such, and I know at some point, in order to complete her, I will have to do it. Yeah, I can't be bothered right now. Yeah. And then with high elves, it's the boss stage. I mean, this one as well, the 3-starring. 7 or more buffs. Yeah, who do I bring who brings that many buffs? Because it's a bit weird of a wording, because it says while your champions are under, but essentially what they mean is that the champion who kills the enemy needs to be under 7 or more buffs. Which is not easy. And I could try that, I guess. So I built this guy. One of the few champions I have built. He does put 4 buffs on himself. 4 from him. There, she puts increased speed, right? Re-gearing every day is stupid. Yeah, I agree. Increase attack. Deliana has been actually quite a surprise. I got a 6-star blessing on her last event. And she's actually been decent with the damage. Yeah. I mean, I can try the boss stage one more time. But yeah, I'm struggling with the boss stage. This is not what I used. But maybe I should. I'll have to re-gear her. I think I used Deliana here. At least so far. See, she hits hard. And that was just the A1. That's Eilel, right? You were talking about him earlier. This guy is such a pain to deal with. He really is. And he's gonna attack now. Seriously, what the hell? Very, very annoying guy. I kind of don't want to boost, but I probably will die if I don't. Kind of have to. You have no idea how your Mario survived stage 30 of the event dungeon. Just watch a video and I'm getting wiped. Why are you getting wiped? Is it the 6-star blessing? But even if he dies, like, Newt will definitely not die, and Newt can handle it. So he doesn't need to survive. You see, yeah, this is what I struggle against, because these 2 minions also hit hard and I don't have enough control, because provoke doesn't do anything. And yeah, all these fears and such, because Arbiter is not built with resistance. Yeah. He has provokes, which is great, but yeah, Arbiter is constantly getting provoked, feared, frozen, and she'll get killed soon. Yeah. That's the issue I've been having. Jingwon is worse. Jingwon is worse in most of the other stages, because some of those trials, right, where you have to put freeze and such, and they put Jingwon in every single wave, and those are very, very annoying. Normally Jingwon is worse, yes, but in that case I find the faction unity guy much more annoying. Okay, what is this one? I can do this one maybe. Freeze, yeah, this I can do. Let's bring her in, then freeze. Let's at least do this. Galathier would hard carry. Send me your Galathier, please. Yeah, I don't have any decent support. Freeze. Should I bring the other freeze champion as well? It's only 10, I think it's fine. Only 10 freezes. So I'm killing them slowly. Actually, I don't need to. It's 5 done already. Yeah, I don't need to. Let's just kill them. Let's just kill them. Going AFK for a bit in case you guys leave. Then have a good one. You too, Sebastian. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it soonish. It's almost midnight. Don't want to stay up too much. If I do kill, I do end up killing. I'm not back with my ability. No freezes. Are you kidding me? Now he's gonna put block debuffs. I should have killed him. Why did I not? Yeah, that might have not been the best idea, but I could take away his turn meter. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I don't need to kill someone. I will kill him. Worth using that ability right now. It's not even back, so some freezes. Okay, 1 freeze. 4 more to go. I think we should be able to do it. House Siege. People have been missing you, Lucis. Let's just say that. No, this siege, I think we were matched up against a very heavy spending clan, I think. Or, I don't know, very strategic clan, let's say. So we are most likely throwing the siege. Okay, 4. I need to kill someone. Who do I kill? Yeah, wait, let's think strategically. She is red, so I should kill one of the green ones. Let's kill him. 3 land. Ah, they have the Dark Alhane. Interesting. But this is done. This is done. Perfect. At least we got that one. So it is at 8:15 now. In Baron Lords again, can I also do one of the stages I skipped earlier? What is this? Do not receive more than 10 debuffs. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Let's see. You need a block debuffs champion here, right? Or enough damage, but this team does not have enough damage. They don't hit hard enough. Oh, yeah, that's over. Yeah, they don't hit hard enough. Sathalia, I don't think I need Sathalia here. I will need to build him out. I definitely need to build him out. He probably would be my best damage dealer here. I could bring him in to land some stuns. Each and every one of them throws back debuffs. What happened there? Do I not have him built with crit rate? Maybe that's the problem. Because he needs crit rate to land the stun, right? Am I forgetting that? If the first attack is critical, exactly. He's 100% crit rate. Does he not have enough accuracy? He does have enough accuracy. That was... I use Kaja for this, okay. Don't have Kaja, unfortunately. What's happening here? Are they all Force Affinity? That's the reason. Probably. Probably that's the reason, because they're all Force Affinity. I could bring in Giscard, I guess, to provoke them. Yeah, Kaja has the block debuffs. Let's provoke them. Of course, she didn't get provoked. But let's go after her. He even throws. Yeah, we're over. Uko even throws the decrease attack with his A1. Yeah, I need to build him. I think there's no other way around this. What is this one? Ally attack. Oh, I didn't have an ally attack champion. Now that I have Marishka, maybe this is doable. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah, see, I'm so badly lacking damage. Or control. Yeah. Okay, I will need to build that guy. Yeah, I'll come back to this after I built him. But yeah, that's my state. Dwarf, I think, hasn't just come back in a while. I think I'll be able to progress on dwarves. Now that Holland's also built. Because I don't have Trunda, Holland's gonna be my main wave clear. Morag is another one. Skinwalker, which one am I lacking? I think it's the one with debuffs and such. 10 debuffs. Weak hit was easy to do with Marius. Lizards I was lacking quite a bit. I still am. And what else? Dark Elves I'm also struggling with. Ogrins obviously is the worst one. But yeah, that's the status. 819. What's left here? 5 arena fights. Let's do it quickly. Using Tholin in arena, interesting. I guess this is the mid-game account. This is also another very actually pretty cool combo. So Calvalax I've been using, right? I've put Calvalax in 9-piece Feral, and he puts out so many poisons. That means when Hegemon hits, he also takes advantage of the 9-piece Feral set, which I find quite nice. Talking of nice, there he is. Is he gonna kill me? Yes, he is. Why is nice so annoying? To be honest, this team is supposed to be a quick farm team. It's not built to handle nuances like nice. It's built to do this. How did she survive? Okay, I think that's more than 5. Okay. Anything? Ooh, this. Please, crit rate. Please. Crit rate. It's still not bad. It's a pinpoint one after all. Crit damage. Crit damage. Crit damage. Still not horrible. Let's rank it up to 16. Why not? Crit rate. No. Still decent, to be honest. Attack percent with nothing else. Probably SL. That's a weakness. Yeah. At the start, he was not hitting good at all. Even towards the end, he was not. He was not well built. Nice, I agree. I guess I'm not getting this today. Okay, I think I'll call it here, guys. It's quite late. Quite tired. I need to go to bed. I'm actually not even gonna say when I'm gonna stream next. Because usually then I'm not able to for one reason or the other. I do have... No, I'm not gonna say it. Probably I'll try later this week for sure. Who knows? Maybe even tomorrow. But yeah, thanks a lot for everybody hanging out. In terms of the Chimera, the change, it's a good change. I don't know if it's a nerf. I wouldn't call it a nerf necessarily. And I think the clashed numbers and everything will say the same. Lydia's Blessing, changing it to Nature's Bounty. I'm also not convinced to keep that or switch it back to Brimstone, for example, because it's a low chance. Even at 6 starts, it's a 60% chance. And yeah, I might have to switch her out for somebody else, to be honest. Or add in some other champion who brings in true fear. Lydia brings a lot more than fear in her kit. So let's see. Awesome then. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. Have a great rest of the day, a great evening, and catch you guys next time. Thank you very much.